Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. We have two fantastic stories for you. First, we have mother-in-law steals credit card and gets upset when caught. And second, we have entitled mother wants me to buy her 8-year-old a pair of $800 skates and a new hockey stick. This one has a happy ending. If you're new to the channel and like the videos, be sure to subscribe and you'll automatically be entered into an Amazon gift card giveaway. Alright, no dilly-dallying around, we'll get right into this first story. Mother-in-law steals my credit card and gets upset when she's caught. Backstory. My husband and I have now been married almost 18 years. My mother-in-law is the most entitled, choosing beggar I've ever known. I have many stories, so if y'all like this one, I'll add more. First time posting, be nice please. If this person posts more stories, I'll be sure to get them for you guys, because this one is really good. For the cast, we have me, a mythical entity, H is husband, and we have the entitled parent, the mother-in-law. When my now husband and I were engaged, he had one credit card that he used for emergencies or small things. We were buying a house, getting married, so he paid it off so we would have it if needed for a house. All good? Nope. The statement for the card came in and showed thousands of dollars in purchases, including Disney World tickets for 3, with all the accoutrements, stereo systems, clothes, computer and desk, several semesters of college for one of his younger brothers, and more. The husband was pissed. He called the credit card company and they stated it was out on his second card. He tried to explain that he did not have a second card. That is when they revealed that he had signed for a second card on his application. Hint, he didn't. Apparently, the entitled parent saw him put application in the mailbox. He lived on his grandparents' farm that had a main house and a few trailers for the family to live in. Once he left, she opened it and marked for a second card for herself and put it back in. So, prior to our engagement, husband was paying off all of the entitled parents' expenses, as he was the oldest of 5 and felt responsible for them. Dad divorced and stepdad left. Once we became engaged, and especially once I became pregnant, he told entitled parent he couldn't anymore as he had his own family to care of now. The entitled parent did not take this well. She took that second card and took 2 siblings to Disney World and everything else listed above. Husband stormed into entitled parent's kitchen and demanded for the card back. Some of this is paraphrased as this happened a while ago, but this is mostly how it went down. Husband, give me the credit card now. Entitled parent, what card are you talking about? Faked confused expression. Husband, the one you signed for yourself and just spent thousands on. Entitled parent, oh, I was gonna wait until your birthday and give it to you as a present, and well, now you ruined it. She wanted more time to go shopping. Husband, I'll bet. Give it now. Entitled parent, but... Husband, now. Entitled parent hands over the card grudgingly, and the husband promptly cuts it up, making her very upset. He tells her that was supposed to help us through with the house, wedding, and pregnancy. We decided to go for the trifecta. And now we were thousands in debt and she needed to pay us back. Entitled parent, I don't have that kind of money. I'm your mother and you needed to help me. Husband, I have my own family now. Entitled parent, we are your family. Husband, payment now. So, entitled parent called in his youngest sister and youngest brother, who is developmentally delayed, to write husband a check for $100 from each of their accounts to pay for their trip to Disney World, and gave us another $100 in loose pennies. We never got another dime. Had to wrap pennies every day for a week to return them, before change machines available and bank only took wrapped, signed, and dated pennies. Fast forward 3 years, she comes over to our tiny 2-bedroom apartment and tells husband, what happened? You used to be so good with money. I had to get in front of him and told her to leave before she got hurt. Never saw him so angry in my life. So that is how we ended up with $10,000 in credit card fees, including late fees. He wouldn't press charges because it was his mom. I have so many more stories too. In short, mother-in-law got second card off account and went on a $10,000 shopping spree in retaliation for husband getting engaged. I'm truly shocked that the husband did not end up pressing charges against the mother. Even if it's family, that's straight up stealing and it's not okay. Don't do that. I'll be sure to follow the poster of this one just in case they update us with another story, and I'll get that right out for you guys. Please take this time as a short intermission to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you really like that story. That'll show me that you liked it and it really helps me out. Alright, on to that second story. We have entitled mother wants me to buy her 8-year-old a pair of $800 skates and a new hockey stick. This one has a happy ending. Just last week, I had gotten a raise at work for accepting a new position that also came with a nice bonus. Now being in my early 20s and loving hockey and gaming, I decided to use my bonus on gaming gear and new hockey equipment. I had just come out of the tech store in my local mall with a new Razer keyboard and a Blue Yeti microphone. I walked to the other end of the mall and went into the store where they sell sports equipment, apparel, and shoes. I instantly go over to browse the skates as mine are going on 5 years old now and are beginning to hurt my feet. I pick up the ones that are the newest model of skate that are the same brand as the ones I had. The skates were valued at around $1,000. Now there was a small child looking at the junior versions of the skates that were around $800. Small child: "Mommy, I want these skates." Entitled mother: "No sweetie, you need skates and a stick, so I can't afford to buy you those skates." Small child: "But mommy, those skates are the best ones." While this exchange was going on, I had an employee go to get the size that I needed for my skates, and began to browse the new sticks they had in stock. Small child: "Mommy, can I please get those skates?" Entitled mother: "No, I'll buy you these skates, but that is as much as I'll spend on skates," as she points to a $200 pair of skates. The employee had brought my skates out for me to try on, to make sure they were the right fit, at which point the entitled mother makes eye contact with me. I ignore it, and after taking the skates off, I grab the stick I wanted, and I go to pay. Now after I pay for my skates and stick, they ask me if I want my skates molded, to which I say yes. This is where the exchange between myself and entitled mother begins. I have my stick next to me with a bag wrapped around it to show it was paid for, and I currently have the hot skates on my feet to begin the molding process. Entitled mother: "Excuse me, can you help me?" Me: "Sure, what do you need?" Entitled mother: "My son really wants the same skates you have, but we can't afford them. Can you buy them for him?" Me: "Sorry ma'am, but I worked very hard at my job to be able to afford these new skates." Entitled mother: "But he really wants them. He's really good at hockey, and I feel like he deserves them." Me: "You can feel like he deserves them, but I still won't be buying your kid any hockey gear. I really can't afford to buy anything else above what I've already purchased." Entitled mother: "How about you buy him the same stick you bought for yourself? The stick is about $300 for the senior model, while the junior model is around $220. Me: "No, I can't afford to buy anything else today." Entitled mother then sees my tech store bag. "How about you return those things that you bought at store name and use the money from those to buy him the stick so I can buy him the skates? You're too old to be buying things like that anyway." Me: "I'm not returning anything or buying anything for your kid." Then I looked to the kid for a brief moment, who seemed visibly upset. "You don't need the best gear to be the best, buddy. All you need is the want to be great." Entitled mother: "What would you know about being the best? You're not the best, so why do you need the best gear when you could be helping me?" It was at this point that the manager stepped in. And just so you guys know, the manager and I actually know each other as we play in the same league, and I played on a few teams with his younger brother growing up, and he went on to play professionally. Manager: "What seems to be the problem?" Entitled mother: "My boy wants these skates and this stick, but he won't help me get them." Manager: "Well ma'am, I'm sorry, but he doesn't have to help you. It's not his obligation to buy your kid anything." Entitled mother: "He says you don't need the best gear while he's buying the best gear when he could have not and then helped me. He probably only wants the skates because they're the most expensive." Me: "Actually, I wanted the skates because it's the only company that have skates that hold up for a few years. But for that, you gotta spend extra." The kid then starts to cry. Entitled mother: "You made my baby cry. I'm calling the police." The entitled mother then calls the police, and they show up relatively quick. Police officer: "What seems to be the problem?" Entitled mother: "He took the stick out of my baby's hands and shoved him to the ground so he could buy it instead." Now it's worth noting that the stick is actually bigger than the child, and I've been sitting on the bench with the skates for the last 10 minutes. Police officer: "Is this true?" Me: "No, she's been harassing me to try to buy her son skates and a stick using my hard-earned money because he deserves it." Police officer: "Can we check the tapes?" Manager: "Sure." The police checked the tapes, and the mother was arrested for false calls, and to find out she had 5 unpaid tickets and a failure to appear charge as well. Just last night I saw the kid at the arena with his dad. Now we play in a league where tickets are sold for the game, but us players can have VIPs, meaning they get into the game for free, and they get free drinks and food at the arena during the game. The kid was in the ice, wearing the skates he wanted and the stick he wanted in his hands. As they got off the ice, I stopped the kid and his father and mentioned that I was the one that basically got the mother arrested, to which the father smiled and thanked me, as he had been trying to get custody for the last year and a half since her DUI charge. I offered my VIP tickets to the father and his son, to which they gladly accepted, and I don't think I've ever seen a kid so happy. A lot of replies to this thread were asking what the skates looked like, so he included a picture of the $1,000 skates that he was getting. It's stories like this that leave me feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. Perfect case of revenge against the mother, dad got custody of his child, that entitled mother's in jail, the kid has the skates and the stick, and they got VIP tickets to the games. Ugh, it's just so perfect. I hope you all enjoyed those stories as much as I did. If you did, leave a like, put a comment down below your favorite part of the story, and most importantly, be subscribed. I'm giving away an Amazon gift card to one of my lucky subscribers in the near future. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video.